Hello, friends. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to all of you joining us from all over the world. Thank you so much for joining us today for this Sunday, on the Sunday, this simple spiritual Sunday gathering that we have every Sundays, which we call as Infinity Session. So I welcome all of you to this Infinity Session. Thank you so much for joining us today. And friends, as always, we know what infinity means. We are here to just be ourselves, drop all kind of identities that we are carrying, all the roles that we are playing, all the labels that we have been putting on us. Just drop it and be with our true self. This 1.5 hour, just let's make an effort to just drop things and just be. And in this process, we will be meditating and then having a conversation with a wonderful speaker for the day, and we'll have some quick Q&A. So to begin with this, I welcome Mangala Madam to start this session with a beautiful song. As always, hello Mangala ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Hello. Ma'am, am I audible clearly?
Yes, very clear.
Yeah, thank you. Namaste, everyone. कैसे कहो तुम करुणा सागर, कैसे कहो दीन के नाथ, कैसे कहो तुम करुणा सागर, कैसे कहो दीन के नाथ। कितने जन्म अब बीत गए हैं, कितने जन्म अब बीत गए हैं, घनश्याम चरण की आस। कैसे कहो तुम करुणा सागर, कैसे कहो दीन के नाथ। कैसे कहो तुम अंतर्यामी, मन भागे मेरा क्यों दिन रात। कैसे कहो तुम अंतर्यामी, मन भागे मेरा क्यों दिन रात। लगाम मन का जोड़ दिया है, लगाम मन का छोड़ दिया है, गिर पड़ी हो के हताश। कैसे कहो तुम करुणा सागर, कैसे कहो दीन के नाथ। कैसे कहो तुम जीवन साथी, छोड़ा तुमने मेरा हाथ। कैसे कहो तुम जीवन साथी छोड़ा तुमने मेरा हाथ भटक रही हो चारों दिशा में भटक रही हो चारों दिशा में करके तुम्हारी तलाश कैसे कहो तुम करुणा सागर कैसे कहो दीन के नाथ कितने जन्म अब बीत गए हैं घन श्याम चरण की आस कैसे कहो तुम करुणा सागर कैसे कहो दीन के नाथ कैसे कहो दीन के नाथ। Thank you.
I want to keep listening to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that soul-touching song. Thank you so much, Mangala ma'am. I really had tears in my eyes listening to it. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So friends, coming to the next part. So to take this session forward, I request Balraj sir, who is joining us from UK, to have a conversation and host this session forward. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the session, Balraj sir.
मुसाफिर हूँ यारो ना घर है ना ठिकाना मुझे चलते जाना है बस चलते जाना। Good afternoon, everybody. Salam alaikum, bonjour, hello, adab. कैसे हैं आप सब? How are you all, you guys? So today is it's the most amazing day for me personally on this 22nd of September. Here I am wanting to bring in a very, very special person, and I want to introduce you all to him. What do I say about him personally? I've known him for the last 5 years, and such a dedicated soul. So here I am wanting to bring in into the Zoom session today, Kula Ratnam sir. Kula Ratnam sir is actually an accountant by profession and working as a chief finance officer for a security company. He started his meditation journey 6 years ago. He's completely involved with PSSM UK, PSSM Tamil, Europe, meditation coach, Pindi sir group, and so many others. He's attended various workshops and retreats conducted by senior masters like Pradeep Vijay, Ayappa Pindi, Prabodh Achyuta, Saroja Gullapalli, and Pranahita, and so many other masters. He personally conducts regular meditation and wisdom sharing sessions in English, Tamil, with various meditation groups. So, with absolute salutation to you, sir, I welcome you today in this wonderful infinity session. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Balraji sir. Am I audible and the sound is all right?
Yes, you are audible. You're perfectly audible.
Thank you. Thank you for your beautiful song, and also, ma'am, your beautiful songs. Even though I couldn't actually understand the words, but the tears came when I was listening the ma'am song as well, and Yes, sir. You always sing, and it's a wonderful thing. You started the session with the singing, and Patriji sir wouldn't actually start the session without start or end the session without your singing whenever you joined in the 2000 and 2001 session, live session. Thank you so much for your beautiful voice and your charming voice and chatting. Thank you so much. Before we start, thank you so much. Thank you for the introduction. Beautiful introduction. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I think the first thing is the 30 minutes meditation. Is that right?
Yes, please. Can we request you to please, on behalf of all of us, can we request you to please conduct the meditation for us?
Lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you for this privilege to do this meditation. Hi, everyone. We are going to do 30 minutes meditation, followed by 50 minutes of wisdom sharing, then followed by 10 minutes of question and answer. The technique we use is very, very simple technique. Friends, masters, gods. We all are gods. There is a divine within us, and we all are gods. Therefore, accept that and realize that at some point. Now, our technique, as I said, a very, very simple technique. This is designed by our Grandmaster Brahmarshi Patriji sir. Anyone can do this meditation at any time. The technique is called breath meditation or Ana-Pana-Sati. Because this is going live, I would like to explain a bit more about the meditation because it's important for the new starter, new beginners to understand our technique. The technique is called breath meditation. During the meditation, we simply observe our normal, natural breath, nothing else. There are well over 100 type of meditation in this world, but this technique is very, very simple technique. Various enlightened masters use this technique, including Gautam Buddha. Therefore, this technique is, we simply observe our normal, natural breath. The breathing is happening naturally. But during the meditation, we simply observe our normal, natural flow of the breath. You can feel the warm air going through your nostril, all the way to your lungs, and just feel the cold air going to the lungs, and feel the warm air coming out from your lungs all the way to through your nostril. It's a very, very simple technique, nothing else. And especially when you sit in a meditation, you are going to get lots of thoughts. That is completely natural. You don't need to, don't fight with those thoughts. Don't analyze those thoughts. Simply observe your breath. Let's start our meditation with a 3 deep breathing. When you breathe in, take as much as possible air in. Then when you breathe out, just release all the unwanted emotions, unwanted thought patterns, any sort of, just release all of them. We don't need them. Therefore, start the 3 deep breathing. Inhale. Now exhale all the air out. Again, inhale. Exhale. Final one, inhale. Exhale. Thank you, masters. We are going to start our meditation. Scan your body from head to toe. Please make sure your physical body is completely relaxed. If you feel uncomfortable in any body part, just focus on that area where the energy goes, where the attention goes, energy flows. You can just relax those body parts. Now sit in a comfortable posture. You can sit anywhere you feel comfortable. You can sit on a chair, floor, wherever you feel comfortable. Please sit in a comfortable posture. And please make sure your lower back area is straight. Now cross your legs, clasp your hands, fingers into fingers like this, and gently close your eyes. If you are wearing the glasses, please remove them. We don't need the glasses during the meditation. Now start observing your normal, natural, soft breath. The breathing is happening naturally, but during the meditation, we simply observe our normal, natural breath. Nothing else, masters. Do not focus on any gurus, objects, yes, or chant any mantra or anything. Do not do anything other than just observing your breath. Simple as that. We're going to play some soft music time to time. If possible, I will actually guide you. Now observe your breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Just observe your breath. Observe your breath. Final 1 minute, masters. Keep your eyes closed and observe your breath. Final 30 seconds. Let's express our gratitude to our Grandmaster, Brahmarshi Patriji, for introducing this wonderful meditation to all of us and across the world. Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful, easy, simple technique. Now, gently and slowly, come back to your physical body, masters. Now, please release your hands and place them on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Please remove the hands from your eyes and open your eyes slowly, masters. Thank you for the wonderful music. Thank you for each and every one of you joining this wonderful group meditation. It was very energetic, very powerful. Thank you so much for sharing your energies as well as the group consciousness. Thank you, each and every one of you. It's a wonderful meditation. And thank you for masters who joined through the YouTube as well. Thank you. Let's begin our session, interactive session.
Thank you, Kula sir.
Thank you.
It was absolutely amazing. Thank you for your wonderful meditation. And as always, I always said this, that, you are one person who makes every one of us so calm and composed. So coming to your life, today I'm going to just kind of ask you a few questions. And tell me something about yourself, sir. I just want to know. I mean, Kula sir, that I believe you came to UK, I think, quite a few years ago. So tell us about your life before coming to UK, or your childhood, or, anything that has kind of moved you in your childhood towards spirituality.
Thank you. Thank you for asking that one. Yeah, I came to UK in 1985, very long time ago, nearly 80 years ago. And I actually born in Sri Lanka, very, very, very small island called Nainativu in the northern part of Sri Lanka. And as you all know, when you actually look at the world map, Sri Lanka is a tiny little island in the world map. Where I born is a tiny little dot in Sri Lanka map. Is that tiny little island. And when you actually look at the distance, is like a 20 miles away from the Indian coastline, and 20 miles away from the big city in the northern part of Sri Lanka is called Jaffna. It's the northern part of Jaffna. Therefore, we are in the middle, and tiny little island. That is where actually I born. And I lived there something like 15 years for my up to secondary school a little bit. Then I moved to the city for the higher education. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I still have lots of connection to my native place. Nainativu is a tiny island, I said. And my father used to be a village chief chief clerk for the village council, and mother was a housewife. But we are 7 of us, and I was the youngest of all. And we had everything. We had everything, and we were really sort of, my mother used to be a spiritual person. We both, my parents are spiritual. I would say religious people rather than spiritual, because even I heard about meditation when I was small, and I thought, just singing some song was the definition of meditation. Until I sort of came to know properly over in the UK, I thought the meditation just sitting and singing and going to the temple is called like a meditation. But my mother always used to go to the temple. Therefore, there was some sort of connection with the religion as well as the spirituality as well for our family. And going back to my island or the village, it is very, very powerful island. This particular island has a temple for all 4 religions, like a temple for Hinduism, temple for Buddhism, and there's a church, there is a mosque. I mean, it's only 2,000 people lives there now, but when I was small, it used to be like quite a lot of people, like 3,500, 4,000, but now it's like 2,000. But this place is a holy place, and there is a Hindu temple called Naine Nagabhushani Amman. And the history actually says there used to be a snake coming all the way from India to this island. Those days, British time as well, I think pre-British colony. It used to be India, Sri Lanka, all connected as a sort of, one continent sort of thing. Therefore, this snake used to come from all the way from India to this temple and place a flower in the Amman, statue or something. Therefore, there are lots of history behind, and when they have annual festival, we get really 50 to 75,000 people coming to the island. We can't actually cope with the number of people coming during that time. On top of it, as I said, there is a Buddhist temple. The Buddhist temple also is a very big Buddhist temple there. According to the Buddhism history in Sri Lanka, Gautam Buddha actually astrally traveled to this island as well. Therefore, there is lots of spirituality and religious things involved with the city, this small island. And I'm so privileged when I actually go think back to born there, solely holy place. And now I moved to London. London also like so much energy here. energetic place. And people are now saying, like, you have a duty to do something. And that's why sort of, I mean, I never imagined I'll be living in London when I was really tiny. But, end of the day, you actually end up in a different location to do your work. That's what I feel like, you have a soul plan to come and do some services wherever you need. And that is I feel like, I'm actually sort of here to do my work as well. And through the meditation, actually, I learned, everyone has there's a duty and responsibility to take a birth wherever you were born. And, you need to carry out your sort of sadhana and service to the community. And, it's a wonderful, wonderful question you actually asked me about just going back. And, and one of the other thing I want is, I want to go there and teach meditation as well some point. And I will actually catch on that one a bit later on. But that is the, I moved here when I was 24. And, then my spiritual, I actually, nearly a year or so when I was Sri Lanka working in the city in Colombo, accidentally got involved with the meditation as well. My sister and other people used to go for meditation, but I wasn't sort of, very keen on it, but, just for a fun, I go out. Then I came to UK. Then it's like a Buddha was searching for his like a 7 years looking for meditation here and there. I was, when I came to the UK, mainly I was doing some studies, working and etc. But here and there, I was actually trying to connect with the meditation. For a very, very long time, I didn't actually do meditation. But I'll come back to that story, how I actually connected with the PSSM later on. But, that was my childhood up to sort of coming to UK, live the story. Thank you for asking that question.
Thank you, sir. So, that was very interesting to know, I mean, that you have been kind of associated to meditation. And as you rightly said, this is something which all of us need to practice. So let me ask you this. So what was the turning point of event that led you to explore this Ana-Pana-Sati meditation?
That was Ana-Pana-Sati, our meditation. Yeah, it's 6 years ago. But I must add, like, during my life in the UK, I was actually sort of, wherever the word meditation comes, wherever there is a flyer or something comes in the thing, I was getting attracted to this meditation. Therefore, I'll say another small story. I used to work in the city, come out from the office like 5:30, and there was a small church not far from the office, and there was a poster saying that, we do meditation here. Oh, here we go, Then what they do is they actually light a little lamp in the middle of the church, and people, all walks of people walk into the church and meditate. And I was actually regularly sort of going there without no reason. But their technique is nothing to do with nothing like a breath meditation. But I think they wanted to observe watch the candle that time. But I was here and there. My mind was, and now I know why I was actually sort of, attracted to this meditation, because in my past life, definitely I was doing meditation. I was teaching meditation. Therefore, I can actually see, the connection between. But I was attracted to meditation, even though while I was working, but not actively meditating. But, past 6 years, definitely, without a meditation, I don't actually pass the day without a proper meditation every day. Yeah, that is a story. Thank you.
Great. So as someone who has practiced meditation for 6 years, how do you compare your life before and after adopting this practice of Ana-Pana-Sati meditation?
I mean, it is completely transformed myself. And, whenever I come across like a daily issues, I actually sort of feel like, it's like a chaos. I get angry, I get annoyed. And everything used to be like my mind just go like a crazy. Nowadays everything is so easy. You don't actually sort of worry about any sort of trouble, any sort of issue. You take it as a challenge. And I don't get angry. I mean, there are so many changes in my life. Like even I lost weight, after doing meditation. Everything very mindful. Whatever I do, I'm so mindful about everything, and I listen to the people whenever they talk to me. Those days I get really annoyed. I just want to put my views right away to them, whether they like it or not. But nowadays, I just listen to them and accept. People, each and every person has their own individual sort of soul plan. Therefore we can't actually interfere these each and other people's life. They need to learn, they need to understand what they really need to do in their life. And so do we. And it's definitely changed my life. And the thing is, the people you associate, I dropped out quite a lot of people, even though there are lots of friends. It's not a deliberate attempt to drop them off, but the thing is, your connection actually changed. So many different people. I connected nearly 3,000 people in the group, and everyone sort of, everyone loves you. Everyone actually sort of, in the same tune as what you want to achieve. Don't you think that is such a wonderful thing to connect with these people, rather than sort of, wasting your time? There are so many other groups. People actually join. They chit chat and things like that. We are not wasting our time. We are making progress in our life. That's a wonderful thing actually. Has happened with the last 6 years as well. Thank you.
Wow, so well said. So well said. Yes, I personally feel that yes, what you said, every little thing that you mentioned makes so much of sense to me personally also, because
Mm.
as we all know that we are formed a different community of a family within this globe.
Mhm.
We as a family of meditators are spreading meditation, and all of us are got this responsibility on our head to kind of spread this more and more amongst people who are ignorant about this.
Mm.
So what was your experience with our grandmaster, our dear friend, I call him,
Mhm.
Patriji, and tell me something. What did you get attracted to about him, and his knowledge, his teachings, and what what did what was that charismatic thing that moved you towards him, and what was your first meeting with him? I want to know
Right.
that.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Then just going back, the connection with the PSSM and my meditation journey, past 6 years. I'll start with a little bit of that so that I can actually connect with the Patriji sir, how I got connected. This was on 22nd of June 2018. My sort of journey started. I normally sort of, when I wake up, I flick through my mobile phone, what's the news? This is like a, routine for 99% of the whole, population in the world, I suppose. They flick through the phone. And I flicked through and I saw this one little advert popped up. This is from PSSM UK. I think that they used to sort of market through the Facebook. And I saw this advert, free meditation workshop in Harrow, that is in Harrow Art Center. And free workshop, hour and a half to 2 hours, free event. Please come and join. This was on a Friday, 22nd of June. And what you normally do is, when you flick through the mobile, you see something, and you actually, once you flick, the advert goes, and you never see it. That particular day, I thought, I don't want to miss this opportunity. And straight away in the bed, I booked it. That was the following Sunday, 22nd, or no, 23rd or something, a few days' time. There was a workshop. And straight away, I booked it and I went alone for this Sunday workshop. And that was organized by Spiritual Tablet as well as the PSSM UK. And I went along very sort of, open mind. I mean, I'm an open-minded person, therefore, I just want to go and see what's this all about. And initially, they sort of played the spiritual reality video we normally use, and play that one. And they mentioned about like a pyramid. I don't know what they were talking about, this pyramids and etc. And 20 minutes of meditation as well in the part of this workshop, 1.5 hour workshop. And they gave me a pyramid hat. What is this cat? I thought, this is like, in Thailand, when they actually do some farming, they wear this sort of thing. What's this hat? What you're going to do with this hat? Then they gave me a little booklet, Science of Meditation. And they didn't ask anything else. That is another sort of, trigger me, normally there's always a catch, when it says it's a free event. They normally, oh, this course is like a 3,000 pounds, or 1,000 pounds. You register today, you get a 500 pounds off today. There should be a catch. They were not talking nothing about anything like this sort of thing. And only thing they asked me is, can I have your mobile phone number? I gave my, happily gave the mobile number, even if they actually annoy me, I can block them, give the mobile number. It's not a problem. And came along with this pyramid hat and the small booklet. Then I did a little bit of research, just need to check, there's got to be some sort of catch at some point, you just sign up for this one. But I couldn't find anything wrong with it. And I really like, all the people, they were so happy. On top of it, everyone was so happy. Everyone wanted to talk to you as well. Therefore, here we go, Then they sent me the link because they had the mobile. Then I started sort of on and off, started to meditate as well. Even 6 years ago, they used to have a morning and evening meditation. Time to time, whenever I get an opportunity, I sort of meditate. Then slowly I actually got into this, just on and off meditation for a couple of months. Then what happened was Dr. G.K. sir came to UK that particular in August. He came. Then there was a session, similar sort of session. So I sort of, okay, this is good. Let's go and see. Then our Grandmaster Patriji sir landed on 18th of August, like a 2 months time. He actually came to UK, followed by Pradeep Vijay sir came. Therefore, it's like all three masters came within 2 months of after I learned this meditation technique. Here we go. They were so, I can actually see this is real. These people coming all the way from India and telling about meditation, got to be something, I need to take it serious. Then first time I actually met Patriji sir, that is in August, 25th of August or something. Then when I actually met him, it's like, it's a Brahmarshi, grandmaster. I was so scared to see him. He was very friendly, and straight away he asked me, without no question, can you teach meditation? My goodness, what, can you teach meditation? Then immediately, I gave answer, yes, sir, I can teach you meditation with you. If you can, give me some guidance how to do it, I am happy to take that challenge. Yeah, you are in. He said, you are in. Okay. Then I think, some of the PSSM masters were around. Then I was asking, he asked me, can you teach meditation? What's this all about? It's going to be some sort of, then they said, he will ask direct question. I think the Ravi Karan sir said, I think that time, he said, he can see you. But he can see you, your purpose of life and everything, he can see you. That's why he actually asked this direct question. And I think you actually answered very nicely to him. It was in front of people as well, it's not a private chat. He straight away asked, can you teach meditation out of the, while I was sitting in the audience. Then that is the first interaction. Then also I had opportunity to go to Pyramid Valley in Bangalore. And we went there and we actually sort of spent one day with him. And there were like, 25 people in a retreat. But he asked, I mean, he must have sort of, interacting with everyone, and he asked, where are you from? And I said, I'm from UK. UK is okay. And there are so many masters there, you can learn so much from them. You don't need any guidance from me, you can learn from them. And, he started to like, ignoring sort of thing. But at the end of the day, he knows the UK is, UK is compared to India. Next one is like a UK that time, sort of, doing and teaching great work for the, UK population. Therefore, that was the introduction with the Brahmarshi. And other one is, as you all know, he started to come on our Zoom session on a regular basis. And that was the other interaction. And he actually really pushed me. June 2020, during the COVID time, out of the blue, he said, Kula, meditation need to go to Sri Lanka. That's another task he actually gave me. And now, I was learning everything in English, and all these words and everything they were using in, like, I'm not, is a spirituality has lots of, words and everything. And I was thinking, how am I going to teach meditation in Tamil in Sri Lanka? Therefore, that is another sort of, big project he actually gave me. And I was actually trying to find some people in UK who actually have lots of connection with Sri Lanka. Then while I was doing this work, translating all the English, like meditation session and the wisdom sharing in from English to Tamil to start my project, teaching the meditation in Tamil language. This was in during the COVID time as well. That time, that's how we actually connected with so many masters through the seeing their face through the Zoom. Then one day Ayyappa sir actually sort of, this is in 2000, he said, I want to start meditation through online now. And I actually met him when I was in Bangalore in 2018-19. Then he actually sent me a message, I want to start meditation through Zoom. Then I said, yeah, in UK, we actually do meditation through online. Yeah, you can start. And then he actually started to ask, like, he's a senior master, but he was asking lots of questions, like, how do you actually do this and things like that. And I said, we have a WhatsApp group. And he is an IT person. He asked me, like, how do you do the WhatsApp group? Then I actually started the English WhatsApp group for Ayyappa sir. Then that actually started, like, we actually had a limit of 256 people can only join the WhatsApp group. We actually had an English group, 3 groups with like a 256 people. That is like a 700 people was in the English group that time. Then after 1 week of starting the English meditation, he said, I want to teach meditation in Tamil. Oh, here we go. This is the sort of, this is what the Grandmaster asked me to do. Now at least Zoom, we can start the Tamil meditation group. Then Ayyappa sir started the Tamil meditation group as well. Therefore, that is another, 200 people on the Tamil meditation group. Therefore, all in all, we were teaching from 2020 for 5 mandalas, that is 5 times 41 days meditation for 4 groups. That is leaving there was a Telugu group, Kannada group, and things like that, leaving those groups, English and Tamil. We actually had like 900 people learning meditation during the COVID time because everyone had plenty of time at home, sitting, doing nothing. And Ayyappa sir, he said, I want to do 5 mandalas. When they actually do 1 mandala, they will actually understand. If they do 5 mandalas, they can do whatever they want to do in their life if they actually follow it properly. Therefore, he said, I want to complete 5 mandalas. That is 41 days of 5 continuous. And I mean, he every day he actually sort of dedicated those 5 mandalas because, he not only doing the English session every day, English, Tamil, then Kannada, Telugu, so many other languages. So he's very fluent on all the languages as well. Therefore, masters actually learn the meditation technique from English. They started to do the Kannada group. and the Telugu group as well. Therefore, he did a wonderful job, and he is a wonderful master. And on top of it, like I had so many opportunity to meet Pradeep Vijay sir. I actually had a 15 days retreat in the Bangalore Rabbit Valley. And now he is doing a live session as well. At the same time, he is doing a live session. I can't believe he is doing a live session at the other end, and I'm doing a live session here. And I learned so much from him. He's very, very disciplined master, but I learned so much, and he's doing how to burn your karma session right now. And here we go. I am actually learned so many techniques and tips from him. I'm actually sort of having a live session today. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And the Tamil group, the Ayyappa sir group, actually, he is the one actually triggered that Tamil group session through the Zoom. Then this, in my back of the mind, I had this request from the Patriji sir, we need to start the Tamil group. Then Tamil group, in a sense, like, there was a group going, but top of it, Srikanta sir and Aranda sir, they accidentally on the internet, they actually found the PSSM Tamil meditation, and they wanted to do like a 5 minutes meditation for the world peace. Then here we go. I actually connected with them during the same time, and they started their meditation in the same time in 2020. Arundhati Madam and the Srikanta sir, and also another master called Kannagi Madam. These all three people started their own meditation group, and today they are actually doing daily 3 meditation as well as wisdom sharing 3 times a day. And today I think they are 1,236 days today, doing 3 meditation every day.
Wow, excellent, super.
Every day you see like 80 people joining that meditation group. That is one of the wonderful achievement. I mean, they have masters across the Europe, Australia, Sri Lanka, India, everywhere in the world. And the 11 o'clock meditation every day, that is go through the PSSM Tamil as well. Therefore, their work is like worldwide session for the Tamil speaking people across the world. As you all know, there are Tamil people in Malaysia, Singapore, all over the world, Europe, Europe, Canada, everywhere the Tamil people are, Tamil speaking people are there. Therefore, they are doing a wonderful work on that side. And we all are doing the English session in the UK and across the world. Wonderful work we are doing. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Kula sir, I want to ask you this, and I want to ask you this. Please tell me, did you get an opportunity to physically hug Grandmaster Patriji? And the moment you hugged him, if you did, or did you touch him physically? Because, I've been one of those guys who has never ever seen him physically or physically, met him. And I've heard so much about his physical appearance that I just want you to kind of, describe to me if you ever done that to him. Did you ever hug him? Did you kind of, what was that? What was that energy? Tell me about that. I'm more excited about that more than anything else.
I mean, I must say, I was initially very scared of him. He's like, but I actually touched him, but
Right.
I never had opportunity to hug him. But I think he's friendly enough to hug each and every person.
Yes.
I don't know sure about whether he hugged that much. But I mean, it's a wonderful. I mean, is sometimes senior masters are very frank with things. Therefore, sometimes he actually straight away they tell you this is a silly question you're actually asking, and now I know what is silly, what is a bad question and a good question. But when you're actually in this journey, you don't know, you don't even think, because sometimes you are using your mind. And now we have our consciousness is sort of much better. We actually think, and we stop thinking, just have a moment before we ask the question. Before that, therefore I was a little bit scared about asking lots of questions, but he is such a wonderful person. I mean, whenever I see he's like a, wisdom sharing and everything, sort of, I really wanted to kiss the sort of screen. He says that much love I have for him. And, I mean, sometimes I feel like, he actually played the flute, and he sort of, I feel like he is actually looking at me just, from one eye while he's playing, time to time I play his music, and it is such a one. I mean, he is there with us, and he promised, he mentioned he will be in the planet Earth for 2000 till 2095, and I believe it. I mean, he mentioned that one while he was in a physical form, and I thought, that's another thing I would like to share. Then when I heard he actually vacated the body, I couldn't believe it. This was a true story, and because Parry Man was in UK at that time, 3 days before.
Yes.
She
She
came
was
here.
actually in my house in that day.
Yeah, she came. She came, and this is another sort of experience. I couldn't actually sort of. She came, and we were actually putting our session across the UK, and I was given the first slot to have a session, and that was the only session she did in the UK. And the following day, she actually flew back to see Patriji, sir. Therefore, that is another experience I had. Why on earth? And she was. You also came to our house, and she was in so much happy and everything, and the news was very upsetting news. But I mean, definitely, he actually mentioned he is going to be with us till 2095, and we can actually feel his energy is still with us, and that energy is actually guiding us to do our work, and we have a big job in our hand to spread this meditation across the world.
Right. Thank you. So, you just mentioned, and I also feel that we see a lot of humans go into the religious path rather than the spiritual path. So what is your view on this, and how would you differentiate between being religious or being spiritual? Could you please, elaborate on that?
Yeah, sure. Lots of people actually sort of, even I know lots of friends and sort of, family. They don't miss to go to the temple. And even I used to go to the temple, but past 6 years, I actually cut out that side of it. It's not, I'm still a very religious person. I respect, on top of it, I respect all the religion as well. There is no doubt about it. But the thing is, when you actually, people believe, still they believe so many issues and everything, like, people are suffering. And they think, when you go to the temple, that's the end of it. When you go to the temple, you can actually get rid of it. But, the science doesn't say that sort of message. End of the day, you create your own reality. You got so much in your head. When you go to the temple, yeah, of course, you actually feel happy and joy, because, the temples are highly sort of vibrated place, because people actually go there with the mindset, to have some peace and harmony there. Therefore, and also they maintain that way. Therefore, you actually get a little bit sort of joy and happiness when you go to the temple. But when you walk out from the temple, you're upset again. Your mind actually go into sort of, the same old thought patterns, and everything just goes, here we go. We actually go into a thing. And this is where, if you actually practice, whenever I go to the temple, I go and sit and meditate there, see a little bit sort of, with an open eye. The rest of the time, I actually meditate. And ancient temple, when you actually think about it, they are all built for meditation. But nowadays, no one is actually practicing meditation in the temple, because temples were built for meditation, and, sit down, get the community together and speak about the wisdom, knowledge, sharing the knowledge and everything. But that's not happening. It's the same with the churches, mosque, wherever, they do prayers. Prayers are good. prayers are just give you a little bit sort of, peace and calm when you actually listen, that sort of thing. End of the day, you don't get 100%. I mean, there are people, enlightened using this religious path, but I find it spiritual path is the fast track journey to actually get the enlightenment. And end of the day, people actually talk about enlightenment. Even I have a big confusion about the enlightenment. Why people want to get enlightenment? I mean, this is so much lovely to have like a physical body. Then why do you actually want to get enlightened? Have another birth? But I actually find out, we are doing so many karmas and, good karma as well as a bad karma. And the cycle is going to be repeat if we actually continues to do the bad karma. Therefore, when you actually enlightened, you get option, you get the free will, whether you want to come back to earth or not. Therefore, you get the freedom. When you have a freedom like that, why not? Just to go into the spiritual path and, so spirituality is a science. Therefore, this is another topic you really wanted to learn in your life. And that's a fast track thing to actually get enlightened in a sense. Let me say a few things about the religion and the spirituality. And when you actually, religion is believing in someone else's experience. That's the core of the religion. But when you think about the spirituality, is having your own experience. This is what we actually experience. When you sit in the meditation, we actually experience our own reality. What sort of things we have. That's a difference between one of the different. Other one is a religion is based on the fear. There are so many fears involved with the, go to the temple and do this one. Otherwise, you are going to have the bad luck in your life, Therefore, that is a fear-based thing, is a religion. But spirituality is based on a freedom, we get a complete freedom. There was no one there to sort of, tell you, do this one. This is like a complete freedom when it comes to free spirituality. Religion is the people afraid of going to hell, because if I don't go to the temple, I'm going to go to hell. Let's go to the temple and do some prayers. Spirituality is for the people who have already been to hell. Therefore, they know in and out of it, their life once you actually go into the spirituality. Religion separate, people have a different sort of belief system. Religion actually sort of, split people. Some of the problem in the world is religion actually sort of split the world, all the war and everything. Religion actually separate people. But the spirituality unite. As you all know, we all are like a family. All the PSSM masters, nearly 100,000 masters across the world. We all feel like a family. Spirituality unite people. Just uniting each and every people here. That's a way forward to stop these wars and all this aggression between countries to countries, people to people, community to community, race to race. We need to unite. Only I believe the spirituality can actually unite the people. Religion, God is outside, but the spirituality say the God is within you, and you can actually feel that God within you. Religion worship God, spirituality become one with the God. Therefore, that is the beauty of when you actually go into spirituality. Religion is like a being stuck on the fishbowl with only limited things explore. Limited things to explore. Spirituality is like having an entire ocean to explore without any limit. Therefore, that is my definition of So there are lots of people in the world. They are actually in a religious path. That is fine. That is fine. But one day in their life, they need to go into a spirituality to understand more about it. And that is what people need to, if they want a peace, if they actually want to get rid of their mental issues. End of the day, just going to the temple, you actually get for a short period, you actually feel happy. So, but spirituality, meditation, what we actually do, these all actually give us sort of, 24/7 happiness. Therefore, that is a message I would like to pass on. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So Professor, tell me something. In your opinion, how does spirituality connect with practical everyday life? Because you just mentioned about, being, people are always facing, the situations which are like worse than hell every day on our everyday life. So how does it help you, particularly in your profession, which is of accounting, how does it affect you? I mean, how does it kind of influence you?
Yeah, it's like the way of thinking things. Like your mind is so clear. You can actually focus, because average person get like 40,000 to 70,000 thoughts. Therefore, if we actually started to learn a technique, how you can actually cut down that thought and have a moment to think about things, that is a wonderful thing to start off. Therefore, you I actually find it, I don't have any problems. Everything I normally come across day in day out is a challenge. It's like when you actually tackle in that way, you are actually you are a free person. You are not taking anything serious about it. It's nothing bothering you. You actually got an empty mind 24/7. Therefore, you can take, just give a little bit time to analyze what you need to do. And also on top of it, you actually get an answer. The answer actually come from your soul. And that answers 100% sort of, there's intuition actually guiding you exactly how to tackle that one. Before that, you're actually in a model, how to actually tackle this one, what to do. You actually cry for help, and on top of it, no one's actually, we actually expect someone is going to help you. That's not going to happen in this world nowadays. The people used to help you, but nowadays, the world is changing. Therefore, you are not going to get that much help from the outsider. Therefore, you need to resolve all your day-to-day things. And the guidance comes from within you. All the answers, all the challenges you are actually getting day in, day out is an experience. You actually planned it to have it. But, with a meditation, you can actually resolve those challenges and move on day in, day out. That's the beauty I have actually going to spirituality. I can actually find the answers to all my day-to-day issues. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, of course, definitely. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, after, as I said, you've been in meditation for 6 years now. Tell
Yeah.
me something about any experience that you've had in this particular, 6 years of that. Any special, experience that you'd like to mention, which is kind of stands out in your life?
Yeah. I think I'm much nicer person compared to before. It's like everyone is friendly with me. That's another sort of thing I actually found it. Everyone always want to sort of be with me. I mean, sometimes I don't understand why everyone want to be with me, and because I think you actually attract all these high with your high vibration, you actually attract so many people. Therefore, I find it like so I'm so happy with and also people actually listen to you. People actually listen to you. You are actually giving something, some sort of good advice, even though they won't implement straight away. But end of the day, they actually have a moment. I better do something about it. Is like directly or indirectly, you are actually guiding them. Therefore, that as a beauty, I actually came to know, like you are actually knowingly or without knowingly, you actually helping people, and that action is happening in the background. Therefore, I'm actually enjoying that bit as well. Yeah, thank you.
Wow, wonderful. So what message, you think would you like to leave for those just starting the spiritual journey, or, people who are not aware of it, or who just want to kind of are on the beginner stage of it, who are struggling to maintain a continuous practice? What message would you like to give for those people or those
It's like
masters?
thank you for that question. It's like a sometimes something actually come and knock on your door. And this is what, you got to be sort of watch out. If you think you know everything, this is one of the things people actually think, they can actually sort their problems or they get the help. No one is actually going to help you except yourself. You need to help yourself. And one of the main problem people actually have is, they think, they can find all the information in the internet. They can actually, someone is going to help you. This sort of attitude is the one is actually sort of, most people actually have. They can actually find the solution from the internet. They can actually, if you are struggling with this, someone is going to, believe it or not, no one is actually going to help you. You need to help yourself. I mean, Gautam Buddha actually said, you need to find the light within you. Therefore, that particular moment when it actually sort of struck you, you need to sort your life out. You need to find the true self of yourself. That is the moment you actually, the trigger actually come. That particular trigger time, if you actually get to know one of these people who actually connected with you in the past, be in touch with them. They are the power, they are the energy trying to sort of tell you something to help you. Therefore, if you came across something, there's on the YouTube as well. If you came across something, our service is 100% free. We don't actually charge any money. Therefore, somebody is actually genuinely helping you, take the advantage of it, learn something. It is not an easy one. Sitting and observing your breath, that is one of the hardest thing to do. But we practice make perfect. Therefore, simply, you can't actually sort of jump from, most of the people think, like, I got a headache, take a paracetamol, that will go away. Probably that will go away. But you got so much problem in your mind. It's not going to go away with the one shot. Therefore, meditation is a daily practice. Therefore, you need to do like a regular practice. Regularly, you need to upgrade yourself in order to, I would like to add something like, this is something I learned. A child born up to age of 7, they are like a beautiful soul. You must have sort of, we all came across like, children. They are so happy up to age of 7. I mean, except, a few places, they don't have a good life. But when you look at a child, they are always happy and joy. Then from age 7 to 35, they actually started to program themselves. This is like a science. Scientists and researchers actually found this information. Up to 35 years of age, they program themselves. And whatever you actually do, you can actually test yourself. Whatever you did at the age of 75, you will actually do for your life. Let's say I was an accountant at the age of 35, 95% is a proof I will do as an accountant as a job in my life. It's the same thing across the world. Whatever you do by the age of 35, you will actually follow that job. Therefore, 95% of your subconscious mind is programmed by the time of age of 35. What you got? You got a 5% left in your subconscious mind to program. With this 5% subconscious mind left over, you actually are. You want to be rich. You want to be healthy. You want to, enjoy life. You can't, because your brain is full of rubbish with whatever you actually put in your subconscious mind 35 years. And if you are struggling after 35 years, then probably you haven't actually done done any good. If you are still struggling, if you are still having a problem, your life is, you need to correct. Therefore, you only got 5%. With that 5%, your life is not going to change. Therefore, you need to undo some of these old program, whatever you wire and fired for the 35 years, you need to undo some of them, put some nice, good stuff in your subconscious mind. This is where the meditation comes to play. You actually, get the rubbish out, put some new stuff. Therefore, this is how the meditation works. It's like you are decoding your computer. clearing all the rubbish and putting some new stuff. This is the only way. Just close your eyes and observing your breath. That's the time, you can actually get all the rubbishes out and put some new stuff. Therefore, start your meditation. If somebody actually mentioned about word meditation, just jump on it, because it used to be like a yoga nowadays throughout the world. 20 years ago, if somebody actually said, meditation, you can't find anything. Now, the meditation is on your phone. It's so easy. And if it is 50 years ago, no one actually heard about meditation. If you really want to do some meditation, you must be a sort of rishi or someone in the past life and just go and meditate like, 50 years ago. People never heard about it. Now, the meditation word is everywhere in the world. On your phone, Google, find out, you can actually find, whether it's true or not. There's scientific papers there to back it up. The meditation is science. Therefore, the information is there. Why don't you try it and see? That is my, view on that for the newcomers.
Right. Wonderful, wonderful. So last but not the least, short and sweet, if you can tell me, what you want to achieve for yourself and what's your goal?
Right. Before I actually finish, I actually heard a nice little story. I actually forgot to mention. Let me actually tell me this story and finish my. We are nearly come to the end.
Yes, we're nearly there. So okay. If you could just do it a little quickly, please.
Very quickly. It's a wonderful story, and I actually forgot to mention on the mobile things. One day, an old man went to Jesus and asked, can you actually come and see my sick daughter? And Jesus said, fine, I'll come and see your sick daughter, because those days people actually sort of do this sort of thing. Then Jesus, when Jesus actually said, he has so many disciples and everyone's said, okay, do we really need to go now? Jesus said, okay, everyone actually started to walk. This is like a narrow path, a narrow lane. Everyone actually started to walk toward this old man, this desperate man's house. Then when Jesus actually came out, everyone was talking, the news actually spread like a wildfire. Jesus is out, Jesus is out. The crowd actually got really, really packed, and they all walking towards this house. Then Jesus, shouted, "Who touched me?" Out of the blue. Then the crowd actually went really silent. Then the disciples started to sort of chit-chat, what's the big deal? So many people are walking through a narrow lane. What's the big deal? Who touched him? Why he's asking like a silly question? Then second time Jesus shouted, who touched me? Then one of the disciples said, oh, what's the big deal, Jesus? It's like, you haven't lost your wallet or anything, why you are worried about this one? Let's go. Then the third time Jesus said, who touched me? Then there was a woman behind Jesus, like, he said, my Lord, I touched you. But Jesus knew why she touched, but she wanted the woman to articulate, the story, why she touched it. Then the woman said, I had some woman problem. I want somebody actually told me, if I touch you, everything will go. The woman hasn't even touched Jesus, the skin. He actually touched the hem of his cloth. That's a bit she managed to touch it. Then Jesus asked, did anything happen? Oh yeah. I feel, she was so happy. Then the message here is, Jesus actually stopped the crowd just to see that woman, to hear that woman's thing. Similar thing, we have a responsibility in our hand. There are people we come across, we see them, they want our meditation. All the PSSM masters across the world, we are going to sort of come across people, they want the meditation. We need to spend 1 minute with them just to teach or tell them about the meditation benefit. So many benefits from the meditation. You can Google and find. That is something, we need to do our work, all the PSSM master. Thank you. The final question you asked me, what do you want to achieve? I think, I really know my purpose of life. And the purpose of life is, teaching meditation as well while I'm working. And that day, definitely I will actually carry on. And also I would like to build a pyramid in Sri Lanka. There are already 2 pyramids has been built there. The third one I really wanted to build in my village where I actually born, and I got the land there and I want to build there. On top of this, if everything sort of allows me, I also wanted to build a pyramid in UK. That's also in my things. I'm pretty sure in this lifetime I want to achieve those 2 and teach meditation. And it is like connecting with people. People need this wonderful service for them, and it's a completely free service what we do. And we do so many sessions, and 24/7 we can sit and meditate. Therefore, anytime, anywhere we can meditate. And there are even Pradeep Vijay said, so long ago, if you want to find an answer, it is so difficult those days. There are so many masters you can actually ask them. And if you miss anything, like, any point, if you actually sort of Google in the meditation channel, you can find the answer as well, any topic. Therefore, the answers are there. Why do you want to wait? Just, make your life beautiful with a daily practice of meditation. That is my message. Thank you for interviewing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kula sir. Absolutely profound, wonderful having chatted with you today officially. And I just want to throw open the floor now to anyone. If anybody has any questions, could you please raise your hands, open your windows, and also, we can start your mic then. So, any questions from anybody, please? It's for the next 10 minutes. If you need any doubts or if you need to ask anything from the master, here he is. On, anyone? Tick 1, tick 2, tick 3. No one asking any questions? Wow, I like this audience. Lovely, beautiful, wonderful, so nice. So, since everybody says they have no questions to ask you, I would like to officially thank you, sir. Thank you so very, very much for this wonderful session of yours. And on behalf of Infinity, on behalf of all of us, a little thank you with lots and lots of love and lots of gratitude to you. May you always progress in this mission of yours, in this vision of yours that you want to achieve for all the humans. And, I'd like to kind of, just say this because, that I love singing. So I'm going to just end this with a little song that I'm dedicating to you and to all the lovely masters who are on this path of meditation. And here it goes. किसी की मुस्कुराहटों पे हो निसार, किसी का दर्द मिल सके तो ले उठा, किसी के वास्ते हो तेरे दिल में प्यार, जीना इसी का नाम है, किसी की मुस्कुराहटों पे हो निसार, किसी का दर्द मिल सके तो ले उठा, किसी के वास्ते हो तेरे दिल में प्यार, जीना इसी का नाम है. So thank you to your wonderful session, to your, that the things that you're doing for all of us. And, I just love you, sir, for your wonderful smile, your great ambition that you have towards humanity. So God bless you in this vision. And we hope to see you more often in Infinity. Thank you.
Yeah, finally, thank you for the PSSM UK, PSSM Tamil group, Infinity, PSSM English channel, all of the masters and all of the masters across the world. Thank you for your wonderful work. Thank you for this opportunity. It's a great opportunity to spread the message to, there are because it's recorded, is across the world, people are going to see it, and we need to do our work, and we have a big job in our hand to teach meditation. And that's a wonderful work we are doing. Each and every masters, in this channel, as well as doing their work in the background. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and well done. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. And yes, of course, I need to thank, PNC UK, PSSM Global, Infinity, PNC English, and of course to Prithvi ji, who is, kind of brought me into this situation, and of course PL Sharma sir, who asked me to kind of conduct this session, which I was honored to do that. So thank you to every one of you. Thank you. Yes, Prithvi, over to you.
Thank you so much, Balraj sir, and thanks to Kula Ratnam sir also. It was wonderful listening to the conversation, and really inspired by listening to the goals that Kula Ratnam sir is having. So I'm really looking forward for pyramids all over the world, like in Sri Lanka, in UK, and really, wonderful. It feels wonderful where to know that meditation and pyramid energies are spreading all over. So thank you so much, sir, for joining us and being with us for this 1.5 hours. And thank you, Balraj, sir, for conducting this session so beautifully, and
Thank you.
mesmerized by your songs. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
So
Thank
I
you.
would also like to thank from the partners, Beam from Germany, Meditation Magic from USA, and Breath Universe from Australia, Shambhala and IFSS from India, and also our streaming partner PMC English. So thank you from our partners as well. So thank you, friends, for joining us today. See you all tomorrow. In the next week. Till then, keep meditating and have a great week ahead. So, see you all in the next Infinity session with another wonderful speaker. Thank you.
Thank you.